Tonight we have a lot of students here at MIT in the audience, and we have a lot of companies just getting off the ground who maybe don't have a lot of capital and resources to get and obtain patents. In your opinion, is there ever maybe a time when a patent isn't necessary, or there's some other type of intellectual property protection you might think about instead of a patent?
I'll take that.
Sure.
I truly believe this. A trademark, in terms of value for the long term, is of greater value than a patent. Your patent has a lifespan. If you can build a brand through your trademark, and we are just starting to pursue the process of trademarking the color purple for our device, and the name Cipure is known around the world for an applicator for suppositories, you'll build value because then it becomes the named product for a generic thing. And so don't discount the other avenues for intellectual property protection, and that namely being trademark, and put together a strategy for how you're going to create revenue.
And in our case, since we're technology, we have a patent on the device and how it works, but all of the data algorithms, data collection, data analysis systems, those are all kept secret because we can then offer them as software packages, but it's not something that anyone else can, recreate. So that's our trade secret, on top of our device, which is patented.
Yeah, I would say that more and more, in your company, Lilly, certainly, which I know you've left, but was quite forward in bundling services and providing for something more around a product that it's closer to what both of you were talking about. I think is, and I think that's going to be more and more the case. We're going to see more and more bundling of molecules and or technologies with everything that puts it in the hands of consumers to be able to use it to their advantage, or to healthcare providers or to payers and so forth. So I think, and that is generally not patentable. I know some of it probably can be, but.
Yeah, and I just would add, again, from the small molecule, and maybe also just from the model that I'm most familiar with, which is more like the Atlas model of value creation and venture creation, is really about not commercializing things. Most of these companies are, we say we're building a company. I think we are, but the likelihood is that we would be bought someday before we're even close to commercialization or anything else. And so you have a very different kind of mindset to some degree when you're developing that. You want to make sure that your intellectual property is covered. That is, as Lilly, one of the CEOs said, we don't sell pills, we sell IP. Right? We don't sell medicine. That's the number one thing you sell, because just because you filed a patent doesn't mean it's worth anything either until it's challenged in court. So all these things, people know who are seasoned. People who are seasoned know these things, but those are important considerations too. That it does depend very much on the business model that you're kind of playing to.